Hello all, welcome to Gurukul Cat 100 series, a series designed to take you from your study room to your corporate boardroom. I am Deepak Nemani and this is Daily Quant with Deepak. Hi all, welcome back to day 82 of 100 days to cat quant series. In this video, we will be discussing 5 questions from quantitative aptitude. So whenever a question is displayed on the screen, pause the video, try solving that question. Once you're done solving, you can resume the video. If you find this video helpful, like the video, share this video with your friends who are preparing for cat, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel and let us help you with your cat and other MBA entrance exams preparation. With less than 1 month left to cat, right? So we assume that your preparation is going at a full swing, and if you want us to explain any of the concepts or any of the topics from quantitative aptitude, please mention them in the comments and we will be doing specific videos on that, right? So without any further delay, let's get started with the video. And before that, in case if you want to attempt all these 5 questions as a test, you can log into our portal, the gurukul.org.in. The link is already in the description below. Now once you enroll to that course, you will find 3 sections: quant, LRDI and VRC. There will be 100 tests in each section, so we'll be giving a total of 300 tests of all the 3 sections combined, right, which add up to 1500, nearly 1500 questions for your practice, which we consider to be a good amount of preparation for cat. And let's get started with the first question. A water tank has inlets of 2 types, A and B. All inlets of type A, when open, bring in water at the same rate. All inlets of type B, when open, bring in water at the same rate. The empty tank is completely filled in 30 minutes if 10 inlets of type A and 45 inlets of type B are open, and in 1 hour if 8 inlets of type A and 18 inlets of type B are open. In how many minutes will the empty tank get completely filled if 7 inlets of type A and 27 inlets of type B are open? So we have 2 types of inlets, type A and type B. Now let the rate of flow of one inlet of type A be A liters per minute and that of type B be B liters of water per minute, right? So 10 inlets of type A will be discharging 10 A liters of water per minute, and 45 inlets of type B will be discharging 45 B liters of water per minute. Now together these all will be discharging 10A plus 45B liters of water per minute, and they will fill the empty tank is completely filled in 30 minutes. So into 30 is nothing but the volume of the tank. Similarly, 8 inlets of type A, 8A plus 18 inlets of type B, 18B will fill the same tank in 1 hour, 60 minutes. Now in both the cases, we are discussing about the same tank, right? So these two, they are nothing but the volumes of the tank. They have to be equal. So 10A plus 45B into 30 should be equal to 8A plus 18B into 60. So 32 60. Then what do we have? 10A plus 45B is equal to 16A plus 36B. Now 45 minus 36, 9B is equal to 16 minus 10, 6A, or A by B is equal to 3 by 2. Now we have the ratio of A to B. Now let me assume that the rate of flow of inlet A be 3 liters per minute. Then the rate of flow of inlet B would be 2 liters per minute. So 10 into 3, 30 plus 45 into 2, 90. 30 plus 90 is 120. 120 into 30, 3600. That becomes what? That becomes the volume of the tank. Now this volume should be filled by 7 inlets of type A, right? So the rate of flow of inlet A is 3 liters per minute, 7 inlets, so it would be filling 21 liters per minute, and 27 inlets of type B. The rate of discharge of inlet B is 2, 27 such inlets, so 54 liters per minute. Now for how much time or for how many minutes should they be open? So they'll fill a total of 3600 liters, right? So that would be 3600 by 21 plus 54, 75. 25 threes, 25 4 is 100, 3 12 36, 12 into 4. So the tank would be filled in 48 minutes. Now coming to the second question. The smallest integer n such that n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28 greater than 0. Now first let's find the roots of n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28 is equal to 0. Now first let's start with replacing the value of n as 1, right? So let's see if 1 is the root of this third degree polynomial. 1 minus 11 is minus 10 plus 32 minus, sorry, plus 22 minus 28. No, that's not 0. Now if I replace n with 2, right? So 8 minus 44 is minus 36, minus 36 minus 28 is minus 64, 32 into 2 is 64, yes. So 2 is a root of this third degree polynomial. So let me divide this with n minus 2, right? So quotient, first you need to have n square. So there will be n cube minus 2n square. Now if I subtract, you have minus 9n square plus 32n. Now in order to have minus 9n square here, I need to multiply n minus 2 with minus 9n. So minus 9n square plus 18n. On subtraction, these two will get cancelled. 32n minus 18. 14n minus 28. Right. So to have 14n plus 14. So 14n minus 2 into 14, 28. Minus plus, done. So I can write n cube minus 11n square plus 32n minus 28 as n minus 2 into n square minus 9n plus 14. Now let's factorize this, n square minus 9n plus 14. Now we need to find two numbers whose product is plus 14, and when added you'll get minus 9, minus 2 and minus 7, right? So I can write this as n minus 2 into n minus 2 into n minus 7. Now this should be greater than 0. Now n minus 2 whole square into n minus 7 greater than 0. Now what can we comment about n minus 2 whole square? Non-negative, right? Now this is always positive when n is not equal to 0. So this do not have any effect on this inequality, right? Now this will be greater than 0 when n minus 7 is greater than 0. That means n should be greater than 7. And what was asked? The smallest integer n such that n is greater than 7. So the smallest value of n is 8, and that becomes the answer to this question. Now coming to the third question, how many two-digit numbers with a non-zero digit in the units place are there which are more than thrice the number formed by interchanging the position of its digits? Right. So let that number be AB. So the value of AB would be 10A plus B. Now this should be greater than what? 3 times the number found by interchanging the position of its digits, and B, so it should be greater than 3 into 10b plus a, because 10b plus a becomes the value of that number. So 10a plus b should be greater than 30b plus 3a. Now sending 3a to left hand side, 10a minus 3a, 7a should be greater than 29b, and b should not be non-zero digit. So the minimum value of b should be 1. Now if b is 1, 29 into 1, 29. So on the right hand side you have 29. So what should be the value of a? A cannot be 1, nor 2, neither 3, nor 4, right? So a could be 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because 7 into 4 is 28, which is still less than 29, right? So when b is equal to 1, you have 5 possible values for a. Now let me consider b is equal to 2, the next largest number, right? So 7a should be greater than, when b is equal to 2, 29 into 2, that becomes 58, right? So a cannot take any value from 1 to 8. So you have only one value for a. and that is 9. Right. Now, can we take the value of B as 3? No, because 29 into 3, that's what, 87. Right. So 7 into 12. So you won't be getting a single digit value for A. Right. So the values that B can assume are 1 and 2 only. Right. So when B is equal to 1, you have 5 values for A, and when B is equal to 2, you have only one value for A. So in total, you have 6 numbers that can be formed. So the answer becomes 6. Now coming to the fourth question, a 20% ethanol solution is mixed with another ethanol solution, say S of unknown concentration in proportion 1 is to 3 by volume. This mixture is then mixed with an equal volume of 20% ethanol solution again. If the resultant mixture is at 31.25% ethanol solution, then the unknown concentration of S is, right. So first, 1 part of 20% ethanol solution is mixed with 3 parts of some other ethanol solution whose concentration we do not know, right. Let that concentration be S, right. Then what happened? The mixture is then mixed with an equal volume of 20% ethanol solution, right. Now after one part is being mixed with 3 parts, you have a total of 4 parts, right. Now these 4 parts of that mixture is again mixed with 4 parts equal volume, right. 4 parts of another 20% ethanol solution. So 4 parts of 20% ethanol solution is being added, right. Now in the total mixture, you will be having 5 parts of 20% ethanol solution and 3 parts of ethanol solution whose concentration we do not know, right. And it is mentioned that the resultant mixture is 31.25% ethanol solution. So you have ethanol solution of 20%, ethanol solution we do not know, let the concentration be S. Now because of mixing these two solutions in the ratio 5 is to 3, we ended up getting a solution whose resultant mixture has 31.25% of ethanol in it, right. So S minus 31.25 by 31.25 minus 20, 11.25 should be equal to 5 by 3. So 3s minus 93.75 is equal to 56.25. Right. Now, after sending 93.75 to right hand side, 94 plus 56, 150. So 3s is equal to 150, or S is equal to 50%. Right. So the concentration of ethanol in the unknown solution should be 50%. Now coming to the last question. A chord of length 5 centimeters subtends an angle of 60 degrees at the center of a circle. The length in centimeters of a chord that subtends an angle of 120 degrees at the center of the same circle is. So we have a circle and there is a chord that subtends an angle of 60 degrees at the center of the circle. Now this is 60 degrees and the length of the chord is given to be 5 centimeters, right. Now these two are nothing but the radii of the circle, equal in length, right. So if we have two sides being equal, the angles opposite to them should also be equal. So that makes these two angles 60 degrees each. So indirectly we are given that the triangle is an equilateral triangle, right. Now what was asked? We are asked to find the length of a chord that subtends an angle of 120 degrees at the center. So this subtends an angle of 120 degrees. Let this be 120. Right. Now we know that the radius is 5 units. And if I drop a perpendicular from the center of the circle to chord, that bisects the chord. Right. So these two are of same length. Now which makes these two congruent triangles. Now if total angle is 120, this should be 60 degrees and this should be 60 degrees. Now 60, 90 and this has to be 30 degrees. Now we have a special right angle triangle with degrees 30, 60, 90. Now if the angles of a right angle triangle are 30, 60 and 90 degrees, then the ratio of the sides opposite to these three angles should be in the ratio 1 is to root 3 is to 2. Right. Now, what is 5? Hypotenuse, which is nothing but the side opposite to 90 degrees. So if this is 5, the side opposite to 30 degrees should be 5 by 2, and the side opposite to 60 degrees should be root 3 times of that. So 5 by 2 into root 3. Now if this is 5 by 2 into root 3, this is also 5 by 2 into root 3. So what was asked? We are asked to find the length of the chord. 5 root 3 becomes the answer to this question.
Hope you enjoyed learning from today's session.
This series is designed to help you with your CAT preparation and practice daily. We are with you in this journey.
To watch the next video, click here. And to watch Gurukul's CAT 100 series, study room to boardroom, the entire playlist, click here.
If you learned from today's session, like, share, and subscribe.